concerned about the potential rise of a tech industrial complex that could pose real dangers for our country as well. Americans are being buried under an avalanche of misinformation and disinformation, enabling the abuse of power. The free press is crumbling. Editors are disappearing. Social media is giving up on fact-checking. The truth is smothered by lies told for power and for profit. We must hold the social platforms accountable to protect our children, our families, and our very democracy from the abuse of power. Meanwhile, artificial intelligence is the most consequential technology of our time, perhaps of all time. Nothing offers more profound possibilities and risks for our economy and our security, our society, for humanity. But unless safeguards are in place, AI could spawn new threats to our rights, our way of life, to our privacy, how we work and how we protect our nation. We must make sure AI is safe and trustworthy and good for all humankind. In the age of AI, it's more important than ever that the people must govern.
Shalom. First and foremost, honor of all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rukahakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and taught me this truth. Peace, blessings, salutations, and mercies to the elect and the 1/3 remnant out there listening and doing this word with all faith and sincerity, scattered amongst the nations and the four corners of the earth. To you I say shalom. Lord willing, this video's edifying is going to be centered around that which you see on the screen. And it's part of Biden's farewell address. And in it, he addressed a couple of things, which I feel, he was pretty much foretelling of what or foreshadowing everything that's about to come, right, with this next regime. Okay, he warned of, AI. Okay, he warned of pretty much censoring social media platforms, right, and the dangers that are being spread on there. And it's funny because those two go hand in hand, because who are the only ones on social media talking about the dangers of where this man plans to take the world, right? We're telling you the next move he wants to do is he wants to incorporate AI inside of you, right? He wants to put this technology that he's magnifying, right? He wants to put that inside of you, and we're the only ones who are warning you about it. And we're warning you, starting off with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down, right? And prophets, right? We're warning you that he's about to come with this agenda, and we're doing it through social media. So that should tell you everything. He's talking about the dangers of misinformation and all this shit. Because when COVID happened, those so-called conspiracy videos were very popular, right? Debunking all of the information that was being put out there, was very popular. Everybody became damn near everybody became a expert, right, on all sorts of things, right, overnight, because that information was coveted. And the same thing is going to happen when he goes live with the next phase of his plan, right? The same thing. People are going to have questions. People are going to wonder, and they're going to seek out answers. And this time you won't be able to find them. Okay. because he ain't gonna have us, making videos going into what his plans are, right? Going into his ability he has with these devices inside of you, and the judgment that's gonna come from the Heavenly Father for receiving and partaking in it. He ain't gonna tell you, he ain't gonna let that happen. He gonna take us out first, right? The scriptures back it up. But before all these, right? Matter of fact, I think that's in Luke. This is Luke 21:12. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. And it shall turn to you for testimony. So this is, this is when it gets real, right? When you really gonna have to stand on it, stand on business, as they like to say, right? When Esau comes after the men of the Lord, okay? And this thing of ours getting more and more popular, you got guys out here who are trying to utilize that popularity for whatever purpose they got in the world, well, it's gonna backfire on you, because if it comes back that you have ties back to quote unquote Hebrew Israelism, it's gonna be your ass, man. And a lot of people are about to, they're about to show that they ain't really, they ain't really down, they're not really for the cause, right? Which is prophesying, edifying, and teaching, right? Because when, for one, it's only a handful of groups that even go into this great prophecy of the mark of the beast. But for two, when persecution comes, when there's a penalty for what we believe, we're gonna see how many people, keep believing it, right? Or openly stand on what they believe, right? Because right now it's a big surge of individuals that's coming out of nowhere that, everybody is, on the bandwagon, so to speak. Well, we gonna see. This is Isaiah 29:21, that make a man an offender for a word, because that's what he's getting ready to do. Okay, you think that them taking down apps like TikTok and things and such like that is gonna stop? No, they're about to rehaul all of this, because they need to filter out all the quote unquote negativity and misinformation, which we know he's talking about the truth, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, and turn aside the just for a thing or not. And that's what he's done. Okay, the gin is laid, man. Okay, but he's gonna be the one to fall in it, right? He think that we're gonna be the ones. No, the only ones that are gonna get caught up in this are those who first and foremost are gonna give their life for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, right? But they're not getting caught of it due to wicked reasons. It's just because, as the scripture says, it's gonna be a testimony, right? It must needs be done. The greatest sacrifice that one can give is his life, But for two, it's gonna be you fakes, all you fakers, man. Okay, all you fakers, you're gonna get caught up in it, and then we're gonna see if you really a believer or not, right? Because when it gets real, a lot of people gonna roll up them French t-shirts, right, and they gonna toss them in a closet, right, on the top shelf in the back, You know, ain't nobody gonna be trying to, be super duper Hebrew Israelite then, right? Cutting your family members and shit at the family function. You got, nigga picking fights with his auntie, right? All that over righteous shit gonna end. This is Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Shema Shah, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Shema Shah. And you know what? I don't even hear nobody outside of Great Millstone bringing this out, right? Bringing out how there's going to be a famine of the word, how we ain't going to be out here forever teaching. But, niggas want to go and debate, right? You debating on borrowed time. You wasting time, right? Because time is short as is, and you wasting it on a goddamn debate, arguments, right? Well, the day is going to come where you ain't going to have access to none of this information no more, right? So if a nigga don't want to believe it, then, hey, cool, right? The time will come, and it's coming, and it's near, right? Because we see it. We see now how people, you got this thing with Alizé and Captain Tazariak on this No Fugazi podcast, right? Where this guy, he's attempting to debunk our belief, right? So it's gaining more and more traction all in the earth, and it's becoming, if you want engagements, bring on the Hebrew Israelite, right? So it's pretty much like that last push before, the inevitable end comes, right? Because that's what's coming. It's not going to be, these guys, they don't, the guy got asked, or not to switch subjects, but on the video, right, with No Fugazi, they got asked, what prophecy, because they said they were prophets, what prophecy, did you prophesy? Well, he could have brought out this, right? Amos 8, right? He could have brought out Revelations 13, going into the mark, right? He could have brought out World War III, right? But, of course he didn't. Okay, this is Psalms 36 and 2. He flattereth himself in his own eyes until his iniquity be found to be hateful. And this is an attempt of Esau to once again make it seem like he's the, like he's the one who cares about you, and he's warning you, and he is for your safety, but really he's the one bringing this evil. Okay. Two wings to the same bird. All right. He's foreshadowing what's to come. Okay. And he's talking about the oligarchy that's taking. He's a part of it. And it's already been here. He's an insider. All these guys you see on TV are insiders. The words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. He hath left off to be wise and to do good. Right? So this is more of his iniquity, more of his deceit, right? More of his foreshadowing. Okay? Because he tells you what he's gonna do before you do it, before he does it. Right? It's a part of his MO. It's a part of his sorcery. Okay? He deviseth mischief upon his bed. He setteth himself in a way that is not good. He abhorreth not evil. All of these things you got to ask, who, if these things were to happen that he warned of, who does it benefit? It benefits him. So why wouldn't he be pushing for this to happen? Right? Censoring online personalities and content, right? Oligarchy taking a hold on the government, where the wealthy and the elite are the ones who, have all the resources and powers and, control, right? Who does that benefit? Why would, these people, they think, oh, Trump, he's for the people. This man is a billionaire, man. He don't give a fuck about you niggas. None of these people do, right? Especially in government. This is Ezekiel 33 and 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall it be known. Then shall they know that a prophet had been among them. And what shall come to pass? When we're not on the internet, and when these different lamentations, mournings, and woes are taking place on the earth in its entirety, in full, right? Because it's gonna amp up the moment we get off the internet. The moment he makes his move on us, everything's gonna turn up. Okay, and when he comes with this RFID implantable device, right? Whether you get it in your hand or your head, people are gonna well understand that a prophet had been among them, right? When it's forced on the earth, then you're gonna know where are the men that were saying that this day would come, right? Well, we're not gonna be found. And with that, I give all praise and the glory to Yahweh Shemel Shah Bashim Rakakwadash Wa Abba Baba and DTADTN.